We interrupt this program to bring you an important Wayfair message. Wayfair's got style tips for every home. This is Nicole Byer, helping you make those rooms flyer. Today's style tip: when it comes to making a statement, treat bold patterns like neutrals. Go wild! Like an untamed animal print area rug under a rustic farmhouse table from Wayfair.com. Ooh, fierce! This has been your Wayfair style tip to keep those interiors superior.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Your level of crazy over Halloween, how did that start? Because Halloween's kind of a dark, scary, spooky.
Let me take you back to when I was a young millennial, and I watched the Disney Channel and the Disney Channel original movies. One in specific called Halloween Town. That's where it all began. Honestly.
Seriously? Like, what was it about?
They visit Debbie Reynolds is in it. You know who that is, I'm assuming.
Yes, I know Debbie Reynolds.
Okay. She's the grandma, and these kids don't know they're witches and a warlock, and they basically sneak away to Halloween Town to spend time with their grandma, and they save the town. It's a really bad example, but it's a really good movie.
That's what turned you into a big Halloween fan.
I think so. Also, my mom has always gone all out for Halloween every year, but I'm going to go with Halloween Town on this one.
That's fair. I like it.
She goes all out on everything.
Christmas starts tomorrow, right? Is that how it works?
Yes, Christmas starts tomorrow, but my husband thinks I'm crazy. What's new? Because our giant skeleton has not been up as long as I would like, right? So I think I'm just going to put a Santa hat on it.
I've seen people do that.
Yeah. I'm like, why not? And then you're like, yeah, you're crazy. It's fine.
Seriously. So Christmas is, I love Christmas. You love Halloween. I want to know what happens before Thanksgiving, because Thanksgiving always gets overlooked. You're like, stupid holiday to give thanks for the things you're thankful for.
I'm going to do a whole grateful thing every day of the month next month. I just I don't know. Why can't I combine them?
You can't. What do you mean? Combine Thanksgiving and Christmas?
Yeah, decorating and stuff. Why not?
I don't know. You do you.
I know. That's my motto.
I always appreciate Thanksgiving.
Because your birthday's around Thanksgiving.
Sometimes I get presents and turkey on my birthday. It's the greatest. It is the greatest. Happy Halloween, Kirsch and Emyle, New Country, fewer commercials, New Country 103.9. Emily, not too long ago, I had Brantley Gilbert on. This was actually before you joined the show.
I was going to say, I love him.
And I love the fact, so I love to do Ohio trivia with artists when they're on air, right?
Right.
And Brantley still is the only one who has ever gone 3 for 3 on my super easy trivia questions as far as Ohio goes. You want to hear what Brantley, how he did?
I do.
This is when Brantley joined me on air, I'm going to say maybe a year ago. Well, you ready for your Ohio trivia? We got to do this. It's 3 questions. I want to see how many you can get, if any. They're not hard, I promise. But I'm waiting for an artist to go 3 for 3 on this. Do you think you can be the one who does it, Brantley?
I don't know, man. We may have to cheat, but here's the thing. I really suck at trivia just across the board. I'm just not good at it. But I'll give it a shot for you, my friend.
All right, here we go. Number 1, can you tell me what the capital of Ohio is?
I do know that. Hold on a minute.
There you go. You nailed it. All right. Can you name one state that borders Ohio on the map?
Absolutely. Yeah, Kentucky.
Okay, there you go. Kentucky got one. Okay, last one. Oh, man, if you go 3 for 3, I'm going to be so proud of you. So you're playing a show in Ohio. There are 2 letters you can yell at the crowd, and they will lose their ever-loving minds. Ohio! Dude!
There's a guy that travels with me that's a performance chef, and he's from Ohio. So he walked in when I said OH, and he goes, Ohio!
You're the first one who went 3 for 3. Nice.
That's awesome, man. Tell me, come get some. Let's get it.
Emily, there's been some buzz in the news about millennials turning 40 lately and freaking out about it.
Okay.
Are you freaked out to turn 40?
Let's see. That's a few years away. Not yet. Ask me when I'm 39.
Okay, so considering millennials were born roughly between 1981 and 1996, there are going to be plenty of millennials turning 40 in the years to come. So I asked a few minutes ago, what age are you afraid to turn? Have you ever had an age where you're like, oh God, no?
So I am one of those people that thinks every birthday is another gift of life. So no, but I will say there is a lot I want to accomplish before I turn 40, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So like at 30, I kind of worried, but then I was like, no, I mean, it's just the next chapter in my life, and I can just reset my goals and stuff.
I get a couple texts that said, 40 was a big one, 45, 50 was a big one. Tyler texted and said, I'm turning 30 next Friday. So first of all, happy early birthday,
Yes,
Tyler.
happy early birthday.
But he said, I'm actually terrified. Oh, that's adorable. Terrified to turn 30.
No, I get that. I mean, it's, depending what you do in life and what you want to accomplish, but it's just, it's your next chapter. That's how I look at it.
Just another year.
Also, 30s are so much better than 20s, let me be honest. And I'm only 3 years in.
I agree. And I'll tell you what, 40s are so much better than 30s.
That's what you say all the time. I'll believe that when I get there.
100% on board with that. I think 40s are so much better than 30s because 30s are better than 20s because you kind of have stuff figured out in your life, right? You sort of have things laid out. You sort of see where things are going. You might have a good job. You might not. Who knows? But like 30s, you do your thing. 40s, you've got all that experience. You've got more knowledge and you just don't care anymore. It's the greatest thing in the world.
I will say a lot started to hurt a little more in my 30s.
Well, there's that too. You just stay in shape. I'll tell you that. If you're not over 40 yet, stay in shape and it will make all the difference in the world.
I will say, don't be nervous about 30. You're going to look back and go, no, it's so much better than my 20s.
40s are glorious. I'm telling you, it's my favorite decade so far.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see how you are in your 50s, right?
What?
We'll see how you are in your 50s.
Oh, that's true. I thought you were in your 50s. I'm like, thank you. No.
I tell you all the time, it makes me sad, though, because I think about when I started babysitting your girls, and your life was way more together than mine is in my 30s.
Well, then I can give you some life advice.
That's true. Okay.
But seriously, Tyler, happy early birthday.
Yes,
thanks for the text.
Happy early birthday.
No worries about 30. Your back isn't going to hurt yet. You'll be fine. But just look forward to your 40s. They're kind of amazing. Don't freak out about it. Like I said, you just don't care anymore, and it is glorious on Halloween. Happy Halloween, Emily.
Halloween is so fetch.
Is that your word?
No, I have a couple. But
so we talked about this a couple minutes ago. I was in the car with my teenage daughter and her friend, and there was one word, and we'll get to that in a second, they said 12,000 times in the car. And I was like, I wonder what words I said when I was a teenager that drove my parents crazy. So fetch was one of yours?
Yeah, and then, the shizzle.
Did you seriously say faux shizzle?
The shizzle.
That's great.
And then, peeps. I feel like, what's up, peeps, or my peeps?
My peeps.
Yeah. So
I think dude and awesome are the ones from
words.
But those are normal words. But back in, when I was a teenager years, my parents were probably like, why does he say dude all the time? Why is everything? Okay, so here's what brought this up. Driving around in the car and car rides with your kids and your friends when they're teenagers are glorious because you learn so much. You just drive and listen and you find out all the tea.
Yeah,
right?
It makes me wonder what my mom eavesdropped on.
Oh, all the good stuff. So I was driving my daughter and her friend to a soccer game the other night. It was one we were going to watch, not one that we were going to. It was Ola Tangi Berlin and Dublin Kaufman girls, the regional. So we were driving there, and her friend got in the car. We picked her friend up, and this is the conversation. I kid you not. She gets in the car and she goes, bro. I'm like, you just keep saying bro over and over.
Do you feel like this might be your karma from saying dude all the time growing up?
I think so.
I'm just wondering.
So I know there's a lot of teachers who listen to us right around this time. They're all headed to school. Several friends of mine who teach tell me they listen. I have to know how many times a day you hear the word bro in a middle school or high school at this point. It has to be insane. You can text us 991039, or if you know me, you can text me personally. I just want to know how many times you hear the word bro.
How do you respond to that? I would, as a teacher.
I don't know. Maybe somebody can tell us. What about kids calling their parents by their first names?
I think it's weird.
I think it is too.
I think I would be like, no, I'm mom. Thanks.
I hear that often, and I'm like, wait, really? Like that? Now, I will say, my daughters, when they're with their friends, all call me Kirsch.
Yeah, I now call you Kirsch. I can't even use your real name anymore.
I know. Well, they all call me Kirsch, like if they're together. They call me Dad in the house and all that kind of stuff. But like if we're out with their friends, they're like, hey, Kirsch. I'm like, okay. We were trying to dig into it earlier this morning, how Emily became the world's biggest Halloween fan. You're one of those Halloween people, and I was trying to figure out how that starts.
I love how you categorize me into that. You're just one of those Halloween people.
Look, you've got the people who start on Halloween months ago, and they're like, here we go. And they all go all out on costumes and decorations and everything else. Then you've got me, where I'm like, did we buy any pumpkins this year? I don't think so.
I was going to say, I saw something where people just started prepping 5 weeks ago, and I was like, that's adorable.
Yeah, right?
Do you even have decorations up?
No. We were talking about this yesterday. Mrs. Kirsch and I, we were just walking through Kroger together, and she goes, should we buy pumpkins? Should we carve pumpkins? I was like, every time we carve pumpkins in history, our girls are like, cool pumpkin, Dad. And then I put it outside. I light it up. They pay no attention to it. I'm like, I don't think they'll even notice if I don't carve a pumpkin this year.
That is so sad. Do you even buy candy to hand out?
Yeah, we do that.
Okay. Do you buy the good stuff? Because I buy what's on sale.
We are a full candy bar house.
What's a full candy bar mean?
Like the full-size candy bar?
Really? Where do you find
we're a
those?
full-size candy bar house. You find them at Kroger, Meijer, Walmart.
Okay, whatever. I just buy what's on sale, but it's still good.
You don't know that, what a full-size candy bar is, like a Snickers.
Yes, I know what it is, but I don't think I've ever seen them maybe I don't pay attention a lot apparently in stores. So okay,
you don't know they're playing music. You don't know they sell large candy bars.
I do online pickup. I'm busy. I do my best. Okay, that's my saying right now.
So do I. You can order full-size. Anyhow, so Halloween, happy Halloween. You have decorations up.
Yes, I do. And
did we get on the list of the most haunted states in America?
Yeah.
Because I know you had that on here too. Let's play that music again. That was really good.
Yeah. So Ohio's number 8 in the top 10 most haunted states, which, that seems on brand for Ohio. I'm not going to lie. Number 1 is Rhode Island. Does that surprise you?
No, because it's up in that part of the country.
We're just categorizing all kinds of things today.
It's in New England, right? And that's where Massachusetts, I would imagine, is on here. Connecticut.
Hey, but can we talk about for a second? I was talking to someone about Amityville Horror, right? And Amityville, New York. I thought that was a true story. I'm my whole life up until last week.
It's not.
No, I know that now.
Oh, okay.
But I legit thought that was a true story. I feel embarrassed.
True story, bro?
Yeah, true story, bro. I mean, I don't know. But you don't believe... Do you think you've ever seen a ghost?
No, but I've been affected by ghosts.
Yes, I know you have.
Ghost. Yeah, he ripped my stomach up in New Orleans. What a jerk. We went to this pirate bar, and they said that people that go in this pirate bar get stomach aches from the pirates who used to die there from dysentery or whatever stomach issue that they had. And they're like, if you go in this bar, a lot of people say they get stomach aches. This jerk ghost, it messed with my stomach.
It's because you didn't.
I had the worst time there.
You knew you didn't believe.
I didn't believe in ghosts until then. Yeah. And I'm like, that's
now
not.
You're a believer.
That's not just bad Chipotle. That's a ghost. What?
Nothing. It's very accurate.
All right, so let's go. Let's hop on Kroger's website or the app or whatever, and I'll help you find full-size candy bars. Maybe you can give those out next year. Should I go with happy Halloween music, or should I go with the creepy pipe organ music this time?
Creepy pipe, because you said it's a creepy story, so you have to be on brand.
There you go. Okay, so there we go. There's the creepy pipe organ music. It's Kirsch and Emyle. We're at 8:11 on Halloween. Happy Halloween. Here's this story she posted on Facebook. So it's a friend of mine who lives over in Pennsylvania, outside of Pittsburgh, and she received a package in the mail, right? It was addressed to her, and the return address was her address. it was postmarked from her zip code. So it was sent it was sent from somewhere right around her.
How all true crime podcasts start. Okay.
When she opened up the package to see what it was, there was an unmarked, like nothing written on it, no labels, nothing at all, unmarked VHS tape.
Nope.
And there was nothing else.
Does she need a VHS player? Because I've got one.
Well, that's the thing. She's like, I don't have anything to play this on.
Why would she?
But I don't know if I even want to play it and see what's on it.
Okay, one, I wouldn't have even opened the package because that's just creepy enough.
Like a unmarked package. It was just a USPS,
My name and my return address. Nope, that's a big no. I would have said, I've seen this movie before.
The first thing I thought of was The Ring. And I commented that. In the comments, I said 7 days. And everybody was like, did like the wow reaction. Like, I never even thought about that. But what is on that tape?
Well, I could let you borrow my VHS player to watch it yourself.
Run it over to Pittsburgh and be like, her name's Jackie. Here you go, Jackie.
No, I'm good. I wouldn't have even opened it. I would have thrown that out. I would have done some ritual.
Just burned it or something like that.
Never know.
There's a part of me that wants to know so bad what's on that tape.
Funny you say that because my husband would be like, no, I'm going to watch it. And then
and then he would die 7 days later. You know what? Yeah. Here's the thing. The older I get, the more I'm like, if I watch that and it was like 7 days. You know
That's what so creepy in so many ways.
I would be like, man, this is going to be a wild 7 days. We're going to do some stuff.
Can't she take it to the police department or something?
What are they going to do? They don't have a VCR.
Oh, they might.
That's true. They might.
It is called a VCR, not VHS player. That's Emily-isms again.
A VHS player.
That's what I call it. It's fine.
Wonder if police departments have a VCR for situations like this. I don't know if they do.
You never know. I don't know, because then in scary movies, they're in on it and it's a whole thing.
Again, a package with her address. Her address as the return address, with her name and everything as the return address, and a blank, unmarked VHS tape inside, and that's it. What would you do if you received that? I want to know. Text us 99103.9. And I want to see if people would watch it or not, if they could watch it. Creepy, right? Super creepy.
Yeah, very, very creepy.
Bro. New country,
That's
fewer
so
commercials. That's so fetch. New country, fewer commercials. New country 103.9 with Kirsch and Emyle. It's 8:28. We talked a few minutes ago about this VHS tape that a friend of mine received in the mail. Again, if you missed this story, I'll recap it really fast because I want to read some of the texts we got about this. A friend of mine in the Pittsburgh area got something in the mail, mailed to her. Her address as the delivery address and the return address with her name. And inside was a blank VHS tape. We don't know if it's blank. We just know it's not marked. We don't know if there's anything on it.
Why would you open the package?
I don't know. So the text said this. We got one that said, I'm too nosy. I definitely have to watch this. I have to see what's on it. Another one says, I'm definitely going to the pawn shop to buy a VCR and watching it.
I am very nosy. I own my nosiness, but that is something I would not be nosy about.
Deborah says, I'd absolutely watch it. It may be a sign. What if it, you know what? You believe in this kind of stuff. What if it's a relative from the past? What if it's someone, a loved one, trying to send a message?
Okay, understand. Yes, but that is why I will volunteer someone else to watch it first.
Oh,
who's not afraid.
So you're going to bring your VCR over to me.
Yeah.
And be like, watch this. Tell me what's on it.
Yeah, but I also worry you would make up a bunch of random stuff and be like, it's fine. And then it would be like the most terrifying thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Your level of trust in me.
Have you met you? Just wondering. That's not something you would do?
Well played. Well played. All right. So thanks for the text. You can always hit us up at 99103.9. The cities in Ohio that were named the best Halloween town.
Yes. This, I don't know why this blows my mind, but apparently Toledo is on the, is that Toledo? Sorry, my thing signed me out, so hold on 1 second.
Oh, yeah, look at that. It signed you out. Hold on a second. I've still got it up here. Out of 75 total cities, Cleveland took the 4th spot for the best Halloween town in the United States.
which is odd to me. I don't know why. Is there something there I'm missing?
Cleveland?
Yeah, like for Halloween?
I don't know. Cleveland's spooky 65 days a year.
Cincinnati's also on the list. It's 6th.
Have you ever heard of the Cincinnati subway?
No, I haven't.
I think it's super creepy and awesome, and I kind of want to go explore it. So they built a subway under Cincinnati, like in the 1920s or whatever.
It's real. It's not like those LA tunnels I told you about.
No, it's real. I believe it's real. The Cincinnati subway. They built a subway under Cincinnati, but it never opened. So there are these subway stations under Cincinnati from the 1920s or whatever, and tunnels and everything else, but it just never happened.
Okay.
I'm almost positive that's real, and it's kind of creepy, and I want to go down there and check it out.
Okay, well, you might go solo on that one. Columbus is ranked 37th best city for Halloween out of on this poll out of 75.
Do you know what the criteria was?
What?
Do you know what the criteria was for that?
No, that's the funny thing. I saw this, and no, I didn't, because that would be important to share, right? I mean, that would make sense if I did my job.
That's so on brand. I love it. You're like, yes. Look what I saw. Okay, how did they come up with that?
Okay.
I don't know.
It says real haunts and haunted houses per 100,000 residents, fall climate index scores as well.
Okay, there you go. Look at you coming through. I appreciate that. All right.
I should have been prepared. It's fine. I'm just too creeped out right now by your story.
Kirsch and Emyle, New Country. Fewer commercials. New Country 103.9. There's Mind on You. It's George Burge. In the middle of that song, Emily screamed at the top of her lungs. And just share what you screamed. It's not Halloween. It's not scary. It's nothing like that. Her level of excitement over this was off the charts. Share what you said.
I forgot Shaq is in town.
She was like, oh my God, I forgot Shaq is in town tonight. What?
He's DJing tonight, which, okay, again, had no idea he was a DJ.
You didn't know Shaq DJ'd?
No,
like,
I
seriously?
thought yes. This blew my mind. It still does. And my husband said he's actually really good at it.
He is.
And
Diesel in town tonight.
And then I told you, I was like, listen, I tried to get him on our show. I tried. But I tried, I didn't make it very far. But
so how did that go? You reach out to Shaq's people and you say, hey. I just have to, here's how I assume this goes. You reach out to Shaq's people and you say, hi, it's Emily, and we're from the country station, which is right in line with what I'm sure Shaq is doing this evening in Columbus, and we'd love to have you on our show.
Actually, that's probably how that would have gone. Except I went through one of our wonderful sales ladies here who knew the people putting on the production.
Oh, okay.
So, yes, and I'm all about connections, Kirsch.
And she said, Shaq, we want you to come on the on air with our country station.
I think she asked if he was doing interviews, and he's not. I mean, I get it. Listen, I get it. It's Shaq, but you never know until you try, right?
You actually brought back what we were talking about a little while ago with the creepy VHS tape that my friend got in the mail. And you're like, I would watch it with Shaq. I think he would protect me.
I would feel so safe watching that with Shaq for some reason. I don't know why.
He is. I brought back this morning. We were talking about bro. I met Shaq 2 years ago.
He was insanely taller than you said, and it freaked you out.
I'm like 6'4", 6'5", and I don't think I came up to his shoulders even. He is just enormous.
Yeah, he seems so sweet, like a big teddy bear that we would be besties.
How tall he is. Hang on, Shaq.
So since you met him,
7'1".
Okay. Oh my gosh. Well, he's would I make it in the picture?
No. Like, you would seriously come up to like here on him. You would be up to maybe just above his waist.
Okay, you know what? Again, this would be a great bit if he's here listening to country. I bet he listens to country music, Kirsch.
He probably flew in last night. He's staying at like the Hilton downtown or something like that. And he got up this morning. He's like, man, what am I going to listen to over breakfast? Let me fire up my alarm clock radio in the room. And he's like, man, these two sound nice.
I'm a believer, okay? And mark my words, we will get Shaq.
All right, Shaq. You can call us 877-937-1039.